guy who didn't sit for an entire week. I didn't even think it was possible. I thought, like, as humans, we had to sit so that way our feet could rest, but I don't know. Apparently he did it.
You guys suggested and I attempted canceling sitting for an entire week. How challenging could it be? What were the surprising benefits? The surprising side effects? This is what happened on this epic journey, taking a stand only standing. But you gotta focus. Once again, thank you guys for this idea. I really liked it and decided to attempt it because I thought it was simple yet interesting. It may have some real world benefits and it could be attempted mostly if not all alone.
So I stood up,
so
I cannot sit back down now. This experiment has begun. Alright.
Oh, and I also appreciate that this challenge didn't require the purchase of any expensive equipment.
How's this gonna work?
But that didn't mean I didn't use this as an excuse to purchase something.
So exciting news, I did buy a standing desk for this experiment and because I kind of need a new desk. According to Amazon, it should be here this morning, so I'm hoping it's not gonna get delayed, but I've got work to do, so I'm gonna really have to try to make this work somehow for me right now.
I mean, why don't you just get on your knees? It's not sitting.
Recovery Unplugged is excited to share
It's
that we are
kneeling.
now in network with insurance
Kneeling.
leader Aetna.
There we go. Boom.
But
Boom. Alright, I'm gonna work for a few hours and hopefully my actual standing desk comes soon. But I think this is gonna do for now. It's not bad actually. Getting to work.
According to the data, 1 in 4 Americans sits for more than 8 hours every single day. Now, this data was actually prior to 2019. More recent data suggests that the average American sits around 9.5 hours every single day. Prolonged sitting and lack of physical activity has been correlated with obesity and a cluster of obesity-related conditions. But also, sitting for such prolonged amounts of times can result in back pain, spinal dysfunction, joint degeneration, poor posture in the upper back, neck, and shoulders, as well as vascular problems in the legs, and the list goes on. Now, the majority of sitting for most, and myself included, occurs at the desk at work. So that is why for this experiment, creating a standing desk and eventually getting a standing desk was so important. But the first thing that hit me while standing up working was actually quite a
y'all should get a
surprise.
standing desk.
Without being TMI, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, I did
Yeah,
not
how
think
you
this
gonna
through.
poop?
I'm thinking like this.
Yeah, how you gonna
Of course I'm
poop
not
without
gonna
sitting
film
down?
this part. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. You're welcome. I did not miss.
I'm not trying to be disgusting, I think this is actually very important regarding health, but after
Nah,
only
bro,
standing
we
for
gotta
about
see
an
it.
hour at my hack working desk,
Gotta
I felt
be,
like
you know,
things
nasty,
were
man, but like, how
comfortably
you gonna
moving
say
in the
you
right
didn't
direction.
sit for a whole week when you're not showing it.
It's here.
Oh, cat.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, my standing desk is here. So my legs are getting a little tired, but with a little movement, I feel okay. And honestly, I felt like my work at the standing desk hack thing we did here has actually been very productive. So I'm very excited to hook up this standing desk that came in the mail. Now remember, I can squat. I just can't put my butt on anything. I can't sit. So I can get down here if I need to hook stuff up.
Now, the standing desk I bought was a fully Jarvis 60-inch wide alloy frame with a bamboo top. I believe this was one of their older models because there were only a few left on Amazon, and I got it for a heavy discount. Regardless, putting this entire thing together, not sitting down at all, so squatting at the most, it actually went together fairly smoothly.
Dude! Oh, that is sick. Alright, now the worst part, the cleanup.
Motorized.
Oh, dude, this is nuts. So yeah, little crack in the bamboo right here, but I don't think it's a critical crack, like the thing's not gonna break in half. And then there's a little bit of like mysterious rust on the legs, but you know, what do you expect for $500? Other than that though, this thing is so sick. So what will happen to this desk, you ask? You know
That-
what? I think maybe I'm going to turn it into a mining rig. Strap some
You got
GPUs to this
bamboozled.
thing, make like 30 cents a day, you know?
We
If
could got a way
look
nicer
into the
desk.
neighbor's power supply. So right now I feel pretty
like
much just gassed for doing any
350.
type of like mental work. So I think I'm just going to keep moving, maybe do some cleaning around the house, and then try to get a workout in the basement. But just keep moving to keep the blood circulating and keep my mind off of just standing for so long.
And that I did, doing a variety of, I guess you could say, chores that I would normally procrastinate on, while also not being tired from standing and walking around so much, but rather having a high energy and finding myself in somewhat of a rhythmic flow state where things were just working. To the basement to work out, I allowed myself to do movements where I could get on the ground, such as push-ups and planks, but I was not allowing myself to rest or touch my chest completely to the ground, just to stay true to the experiment. It was a pretty good workout. I felt like I had a lot of energy and was able to execute each movement very well. After taking a shower and getting some post-workout nutrition in, the time was the late afternoon, which is traditionally when I start to wind down. Because I had to stay standing, I really started to feel the tiredness in my lower legs and feet.
So that first half of the day actually went pretty smooth, but now it's going on 6 p.m. Things are starting to wind down, and like I would love to just sit down.
The melatonin
relax.
starting to kick
It's like,
in.
you know, it's like, oh man, I just want to take a load off. Like I want to take a load off these feet. You know what I'm saying?
I found that to try to beat the tiredness and the exhaustion in the feet, it helped to stay moving and doing things. Making and eating dinner standing up actually was not so bad. I was still able to watch TV from this standing position, and it helped to pass the time. Did you know an individual weighing 170 pounds will burn approximately around 50 more calories an hour standing over sitting? As the evening came, my legs and feet just kept getting tighter, so I kept moving and tried to keep my mind off this
How
exhaustion.
you gonna go to sleep?
Good evening, guys. So once I sit down, I'm gonna start an 8-hour timer, and then that's all I get for sleep, and then back on the feed. Oh, good night.
See, this is cap.
Less than 8 hours. Light. There you go. So I reset the timer when I woke up, but it is 6:09, which means I didn't even get 8 hours of laying down. So I was just uncomfortable, done sleeping, and all
So part of this challenge idea to make it practical was that I was allowed to get 8 hours of sleep at night, but then the rest of the day I'd have to stay standing. However, the first night I was only in bed for about 7 hours. Regardless, I went through my morning routine and got to work at my new standing desk. Maybe I was just so excited to work at the standing desk I just couldn't sleep. No, I don't know.
Don't want to stain my new desk.
Now, as you can see,
Yeah,
as I
bro.
was standing at my desk throughout the first few
call
hours of the
cat,
morning,
'cause
I
he's
kind of went
sad.
into these lazy standing positions,
not
leaning to
sit
one
for
leg,
a
then the
whole
other,
week. Like,
spread
he's
legs,
supposed
bent
to be
legs
sleeping
backwards.
standing
I
up,
don't know
bro.
if this
Like, that's the whole point of the video. It's not sitting for an entire week. Like, and I think this is just a waste of time. Like, but it's all good. I'm gonna still put it out. It's all good. I'm gonna still put it out. Bro, you're capping, bro. Like, come on, man. 1.4 million views, bro. Oh my God, y'all be capping. If I did a challenge like this, it would actually be legitimate. It wouldn't be no clickbait like this. Like, what the hell?
was good or neutral or not, but that's just what I was doing naturally. Now, something very promising was how productive I felt in this position.
Really feeling productive here. Honestly, standing up, working. I don't have time to just like sit back and be like, let me take a breather and then get distracted. Hopefully it's not because I'm just excited about my new desk, and hopefully it's actually something biomechanical or biological. I don't know, I am just working so much better standing up.
Yeah, I do not know how I would do
Right, how you gonna drive? This is like...
According to a
so
survey
fake.
from the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, Americans spend an average of about 293 hours driving a year. That's a lot of additional time sitting, along with the stress of dealing with traffic.
Nobody walks here. Like nobody.
So if you have the opportunity and it's safe, maybe try walking to the store every once in a while. It was actually quite fun, especially on a nice day like this. However, as you can imagine, it took me like 10 times the amount of time compared to if I would have just driven.
You see it. I've done it. It's actually further than I thought.
Finally making it to the store, picking up the supplies I wanted to get. Don't worry, I can explain this. My legs and feet were actually feeling pretty okay. I think it maybe had to do with the excitement of accomplishing walking to the store, which may sound silly, but I've never done it before. Oh, and another downside about walking to the store is you have to walk back. Made it. That was a little further than I thought, but praise the Lord, the weather's nice out, so honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Who needs a car, right? I do. I really do. I need a car. You might be wondering, like, what the heck's up with the color pad? What are you, into crayons, bro? No, okay, seriously, I just wanted to get some big sheets of paper like this so that I could write down ideas, creative process, thought, write with them. So I bought that. I bought some new pens. Then I actually got some more
why didn't you
lights.
just get a
There's like
notepad?
10 lights burned out around the house, and I just haven't gotten to them. So hopefully I got the right colors, but
This is
yeah,
this is
whew,
just so
that was an
stupid.
adventure. Wow.
Bro,
Other
you
than that,
sat
I'm gonna
down,
finish up some
like,
work.
12 hours ago, bro. Like, you sat down to sleep. That's the first thing I said. How you gonna sleep? This is bull. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Let's rock out. Peace.